on our way to the post office. Gonna be delivering the bodyweight books that you guys ordered. We'll take care of them, we promise. Special delivery for all buff dudes and girls. Oh yeah. Here, I'll grab the door. You need an automatic door. Right here, thank you. Thanks. Books are delivered. Now it's time to get a workout in. Yeah. So we dropped the books off. We were back on the way to our parents, seeing as we are in Oregon. And then we thought, hey, this is the bodyweight plan. We can do it anywhere. So we're doing it right above the lake. Beautiful day, beautiful scenery, and we have our dad's Jeep, which it doesn't have an emergency brake, so we did a little bit of a DIY here because you really don't want it to be falling into this thing. I'm not really sure how that phone call would go. So let's get started. It's phase 1, day 2. We're gonna be getting it started with burpees. So the burpees, let's talk about it for a sec because it is definitely an excellent exercise. And you'll probably see this exercise a lot within programs that really focus on full body or functional type goals. So with this one, it is definitely a full body exercise. You're not only utilizing your core, your legs, cardiovascular system, and that's probably one thing to remember is it is definitely going to wind you throughout. So you want to take those nice deep breaths while you're doing it. But a couple things to keep in mind. When you're starting in the top position here, you're just going to bend down and place your hands, and it's going to be outside your feet just like so. So you're kind of in that squat position, and as soon as you reach this position here, you're going to kick back your feet right into the push-up position. You're not going to be doing a push-up, but as soon as you reach this position here, you're going to kick right back up, and then you're going to be in that squat position, and you're going to explosively jump straight up. So there's a lot of variations in every exercise, and burpees is no exception. And you can tell we are doing a slightly modified version of the burpee. There's a little bit more of a difficult version of the burpee, and that's when you add the push-up in. So when you get down in that burpee position here, and you kick your legs back, you're gonna add the push-up, bring it up, and then jump. So that's kind of a little bit more difficult. It's gonna involve the chest, and it's one thing you got to take into consideration. If you're kind of new to burpees, if you want to make them a little bit easier, then just take out the push-up and just kick your legs back forward, jump straight up, and then start again. So that's a good thing about these exercises. They're as tough as you want them or as easy as you want them. But the weird thing is burpees, even at the easiest setting, is tough. Choose your own adventure, buff dude style. Hard or harder? I just flipped to the end to see if I made the right choice. I cheated. I think everybody. Exercise number 2 is gonna be Superman's. We got nature's bench here. A nice decent sized rock with a shirt to cover because it's a little hot, you know, you don't wanna burn yourself. But Superman's are very, very simple exercise. They're not gonna be very difficult as far as the performance of it either. They're not like burpees. It's really gonna be focusing on your lower back. And what you're gonna be doing is gonna be laying flat in that prone position. Oh, just like so. You're gonna be stretching your hands out just like Superman does when he flies, and raise straight up. Really extending in that lower back. Back down. Just like this. So keep that tension on the lower back, and you're immediately gonna feel that contraction in there. Ooh. Kind of get that nice fluid breathing. Exhale at the top, inhale at the bottom. Not gonna require a lot of cardiovascular strength, but you're definitely gonna feel that nice burn in that lower back. Good thing about getting that lower back nice and strong, it's gonna help support that spine, you know, of course, with the abdominal help as well. The abdominal training we have on the other days. But for this one in particular, really kind of isolating the erector spinae, which is those muscles that go right alongside that spine to help you get mobile and ready to fucking go. So that you do is dancing. You're like, my back. I should have done those Supermans. So when doing the Supermans, you got to keep in mind there's 2 variations of this exercise. There's the Christopher Reeve Superman and the Henry Cavill Superman. Now what's the difference? Well, one is very lighthearted, fun, and makes you feel like a kid again, and the other one is long-winded, it's got lots of unnecessary slow motion, and it's just generally depressing. I'll let you decide which one is which. We got chest dips next, and we're gonna be doing a little DIY chest dips with DIY Duke's Jeep. It's pretty fitting. Really just need some bars, spaced apart just enough so you can have just about shoulder width grip. You can always go a little bit wider or narrow depending on what works best for you, but in this case, we're just gonna be hopping up here on the roll cage. Oh yeah, gripping this here and dipping it out. Oh yeah. Yeah, hitting the chest, you know, so lean forward a little bit. And one thing you gotta always remember with dips, specifically, especially for chest, is that kind of pull those or roll those shoulders back so it lifts that chest up, and then push with your chest, much like you do with the bench press. You know, you really want to squeeze those shoulders back so that way you're utilizing the chest more than just the shoulders and triceps. So if you keep those shoulders forward when you're doing dips, one, you're not going to get full range of motion, and two, you're going to create an unnecessary stress on that shoulder joint here, and it's not really activating the chest. So pull those shoulders back, really get that nice push of the chest, contraction in there, and then that is gonna be a good chest dip right there. Yeah.
And remember, if you ever need a detailed explanation of all exercises in our bodyweight plan, you can refer to our book, link in description. Oh yeah, that feels pretty damn good. Little known fact about DIY Dukes or Buff Dad's Jeep, every single part of this vehicle has been made as a DIY fitness device. So you got the dip bar here, we have a roll-out bench press in the back. In the engine compartment is actually a full cable pulley machine, and underneath is a leg press. So we call it the mobile gym, actually, courtesy of DIY Duke. Yeah.
All right, next we got the handstand holds. This is an excellent isometric exercise, predominantly in the delts. Now, isometric is essentially making contraction in the muscle without lengthening or shortening. So a normal standard contraction is going to be concentric, which is the shortening of the muscle, like in a curl, you're shortening it, and then an eccentric contraction where you're lengthening the muscle here. So it's contracting on both levels there. But an isometric contraction is going to be just holding that position. So let's say if you're squeezing your chest here and you're pushing against something but holding that position so it's tense, it's neither shortening nor lengthening, it's just kind of in tension, complete tension there. And that's essentially gonna be doing with the handstand holds here. But it's not just the delt, it's also a lot in the traps, a bit in the core, and also you wanna just control your breathing while you're performing here. And of course, we're gonna be using the DIY Duke machine. So here we go.
Got to find your zen.
Just meditate. Yeah. That's about right. Now the blood will rush your head a bit. That's why you want to kind of breathe and focus. Don't hold your breath, because once you get out of the handstand, you could faint. So make sure you're getting the oxygen in and out, nice and easy, get in that happy place, hold, and then get back down. Build that shoulder strength.
So let's say you don't have a DIY super machine at your disposal. You can always use something like a wall, or, as I'm gonna do now, a tree. Feeling it. Oh yeah. That's a damn good exercise. But let's say you're looking at that and you're like, you know, that looks a little tricky and I don't really trust myself. You can always get into a pike push-up position and hold for the 15 seconds. Last on the list, we've got planks. That's gonna be another isometric hold. This time we're gonna be focusing on the core. So what you're gonna wanna go ahead and do is get into the push-up position, and you're gonna modify it just a bit. So you're gonna go ahead and rest on your forearms. You're gonna go ahead and keep your lower body in line with your upper body, and then hold. You're gonna be doing 30 to 60 seconds. If you're sitting at home right now, on your computer, or if you're on your phone, go ahead and do me a favor and just sing "Push It to the Limit" lyrics for me. I need all the help I can get. Oh yeah, there we go. Phase one day 2 is over. But we also have the option, if it's a little too easy for you, you can go ahead and circuit through all of these exercises and then take a 90-second break. So you know what? Screw it, we're gonna do it right now. Buff Dudes montage begins.